to the big house, Michigan Stadium. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside you
brings it in down the left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end?
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Underwood throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Here's a give to Hardy. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They'll give it to Hardy. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Missouri!
And This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And just an outstanding return takes it back to the 7-yard line. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Hardy. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
5-29.
Quarterback may change this route. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
That gives him 54 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Terry. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Hardy. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that.
Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Marshall. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Play fake, Underwood. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. We'll send the tight end in motion. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a give to Hardy. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Wyoming Cowboys. And it's the Utes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, they're after him. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Moving out of the pocket. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. They go right back to Hardy. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, give to Hardy. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the timing just a hair off.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. So now it's 2nd and long. Underwood makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's a heat, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll give it to Hardy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Johnson. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Tripped up for the tackle.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Going to the run, it's Hardy. They're headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep...
Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give as they work on that clock. Stumbled to the ground.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Pocket breaking down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Here's Underwood to throw. Rushes on him, trying to get away. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.